Hi guys. It is 5:30 in the afternoon. It's Thursday, didn't work today. Loved it. I think this is my last day not working. I don't know if I told you I was reading that. I think I did, but I don't think I actually had started it yet. So this is About Last Night by Christy McLennan. Right, okay. So yeah, I actually have finished this. I did. I started it last night and I think I read to page 107 and there's only 174 or 177. I don't think I can be bothered to check, to be completely honest with you, but it's finished, it's done. How did I feel? How did I rate it? It was just a filler. It was a 3, like a very basic low 3-star. Like, this was a filler book to me. I needed something short after finishing the Chestnut Spring series. This fulfilled that box. Was it amazing? Sadly, no. Was it good? Sure. And it was fine. The chapters were really long. Oh my goodness. When I opened this book and it said 23 minutes left in this chapter, I thought, you're joking. Please tell me that you're joking. And they was not. The Kindle did not lie to me when I needed to be lied to. I needed to be gaslit really badly, and it didn't lie to me one bit. Anyway, we're going to move on to a paperback book now. So, au revoir to these people. I don't even remember their names. Hers was Tallulah, I remember that. His, I have no idea what his name was. But I think next I'm going to read this. This is what I've picked up from my little TBR of 5 books. This is what I picked up. They look cute on the cover. Well, actually, she looks cute. He looks basic, to be completely honest. Who does he look like? I don't want to say because it's actually kind of mean. It's not mean, but I just refer to him as basic, and I don't want to get hate by referring to him as a celebrity that he reminds me of. Like, we're winding down for the night and getting ready to go to bed, but I don't think I'll be sleeping. Honestly, my lamp is going to be on. I'm going to be sitting here, tucked up in bed, reading my book. Eddie's going to be sleeping. I'm just going to be reading. I'm 50 pages in, okay, and I think I'm going to love this book. Like, a lot. I'm already like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So we're on chapter 6. I'm going to try and keep this brief, sorry, because I don't want to keep Elliot up. Oh my goodness. So basically they go to university and they're in like a creative writing class, elective. I don't really know how it works, I've never been to university. And it's, you know, they write basically this book and they read their chapters out to the class, and then they've got to actually create a novel in this class, and they get feedback from the students and everything like that. And she and this guy, so the main character, Rosie and Aiden, they kind of hate each other. They give very, very harsh criticism and kind of get into arguments. What's going on with this hair? Anyways, and the teacher, as kind of punishment, but also just as a way for them to like work together and hopefully move past the bitterness, was to write their novel together, which they're now doing in the book. We're only 50 pages in, and I don't want to spoil it too much, but it's also so early on in the book that is it really a spoiler, but they start basically writing a dual POV book. I don't know if that's going to change, obviously. And they've basically named the male characters, the male and female characters, after each other, and they're basically saying how much they hate each other because their book is enemies to lovers. And every time I read it, I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I don't know what it is. I'm just like, I like the banter, like it's on the page, and they're gonna end up having to write like intimate scenes, and they're now going to be about each other because they've named the characters after each other, and that's who they're picturing when they're writing the story, which I think is just so funny to me. I don't know, I just find that really funny. And yeah, I'm very happy. I don't know, I felt like I needed this. Like, obviously earlier I was like a bit down in the dumps, not down in the dumps, but I just felt a bit uninspired, like a bit demotivated. Picking up this book, I'm like, oh my god, oh my goodness, like what is going on? The ultimate sexy slow burn romance. I can't describe. Yes, just yes. What do you mean? Literally, what do you mean? Okay, hold on, because I just like getting ready, and I was like, I need to pick up this book because I am obsessed. I am obsessed, truly, truly, truly. Hold on, let me turn my glasses off because I don't want the reflection to bother you. I'm on chapter 16. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I just heard like the first line and I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You woke up looking at the ceiling. What do you mean? What happened? What has happened? Oh my goodness. I got to chapter 15 last night, okay? Page 144. And I just read the next chapter. What do you mean? What do you mean? I have stuff to do. I've got to log on to work. We have stuff to do today, okay? I feel like I need another chapter. I have things to do. I have things to do. I am being left on a cliffhanger until lunchtime. No, you're joking. This is a form of torture. This is actually a form of torture. Like, I need to find a spare minute. What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Like, actually, what happened? What happened? I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. I am 50% of the way through the book now. Chapter 16 is 50%. I was one chapter away from 50% last night, which is crazy because I didn't start reading. I don't even remember when I started reading. But I was reading till like 2-ish in the morning, maybe. I cannot fathom that. What chapter am I? What chapter am I on? Chapter 17. They are writing the sex scene for the book. Why is this so good? Why is this so good? Why is this so good? Like, I don't want to give details away because I want every single one of you watching this to read this book right this second. Literally get this book ASAP. Oh my goodness, this scene. What have they put in it? Actually, because I've never read a book like this, like with this style. So maybe this is like normal, but you're joking. You're joking. You're joking. You're joking. I've been looking forward to this. Well, obviously. Well, not this, but I've been looking forward to picking up my book again. And I'm not disappointed. No, I'm not. The way it's set out, okay, I don't want to give it away. I really don't want to give it away. But I'm telling you now, what the fuck is happening? I am obsessed. And when I get this feeling, it's a 5-star book. Is it? We're only halfway through. But I have this feeling. And it is just, I'm giddy. I'm like kicking my legs. I'm squealing. I'm like, Hello, hello. Hello, Hamura. Just kidding. Okay. You're literally, usually I balance you on my laptop, but you're not balanced on my laptop, so you might just fall over. This is how far we are for it, and I just can't believe it. I've got like 50 pages left. That's a lie, actually. I'm on chapter 26, 256, and there is 322. /323. So 70. What is going to happen? I'm loving this. I did kind of feel like the intimate scene, whenever that happens, which I'm not going to spoil for you when that happens, felt a little bit flat. Not flat in terms of like, it was flat, it was rubbish. Like, it didn't feel rubbish, but I felt like the co-writing scene was a lot more like filled with tension than when it actually happened. However, I will say, it felt more realistic in a way of like, yeah, if you're somewhere that isn't at home, it's not exactly like you can be like, oh yeah, really intense, because you've got to wait till you get home. Well, unless you do it out, you know what I mean. But like, if you're going home, the plans to go home, then you've got to get home. I don't know. I kind of feel like a lot of the intimate scenes that I read are like, they're already at a home. They're already at somewhere where they can do that. And like, it's not necessarily in public. Now I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've ever registered whether it's in public. But the fact that they went home, I was like, it's kind of normal. It's like when you pick someone up on a night out, I assume. Might be an awkward little cab drive. Like, it's not, oh, this is like torturous. This is like, oh, this is, like, it didn't really feel like, oh, this is finally going to happen. It was kind of like, oh, something's happening now. I was like, where's the urgency? I want the urgency. And I didn't really feel the urgency. And it just kind of annoyed me. I'm like, do we get something more urgent? But I don't think we will now. I don't know. Okay, I did just cry a little bit, but it wasn't a like sob, it was just like tearing up because I read the final chapters. Okay, look how many pages I am off. I'm like 10. I'm on chapter 32 and it's this chapter and an epilogue, okay? I thought we could read it together. I did just tear up. It's okay, but that was a good thing because it means they've won me around. I wasn't sure, and I hate when they leave it to the last chapter or last 2-3 chapters before it's resolved. And here we are. But it also didn't help. It added to the ambiance. I hate I say it like that. That I'm listening to Rain on Window, Thunder and Fireplace. So maybe that's why I cried, but also I don't need to excuse the behaviour of my crying. Ugh. A high should not make me happy. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. Hi, you're joking. Why? That's me. A girl that can't go 3 hours without chocolate. That's me. He's talking to me. Oh my goodness. Just kidding. I know. I'm just being stupid. Oh, he just... Don't do that. Oh my god, what the fuck? It is an inside thing. It literally is. It literally is. Because I don't get it, and she's just said that. Who is that? Oh my god, it's finished. What am I going to do with myself? What do I do with you? What do I do with you? I loved it. I loved it. I think it is a 5-star, honestly. It's not... I feel like there was like there was some dips and stuff, but the way it made me feel, especially when they were writing their chapter, especially that scene where they were co-writing that chapter, I think it solidified it for me. I did not want to stop reading this last night, and I didn't really want to stop reading it today. I've barely not read it. I say that and it's 9 PM. Like, obviously I've been taking breaks, but at the same time I have literally loved every second of it. There's minimal notes. Truly. And I like the bubbled writing, can't help myself. Yeah, I loved it. I wouldn't say this is super steamy, if we're going to be completely honest. I wouldn't say this is like... There was moments where I was like giddy, kicking my legs, like screaming into my hands, into the book, like, you know, because I do that. But I wouldn't be like, this wasn't graphic. No, it wasn't graphic. And I feel like that wasn't enough. I'm like, hello, could we have had more, please? But not everyone likes that. I would have liked more, but I feel like this is good for a lot of people because you can not really like it and you're not really skipping out on much if you want to skip, or you can not really like it and read it and it's not too graphic, or you can like it and wish there was more. Which is a bit sad. That's me right now, and I'm a bit sad that there's not more, but that's okay because I fucking love the book. got an itch. We're on chapter 3. I feel like I'm reading quite slowly, but I also feel like that could just be because I'm wearing a fucking face mask that I'm scared is going to flop off my face at any second. And I've also got an itch like right here and I can't scratch it. Good morning. It is Sunday. I don't know if I updated you yesterday. I'm honestly not sure. As you can see, it's because not really much happened. Well, I say that. I started the book. I don't even remember what day, but I got up to page chapter 4. Okay, so I read this much on the first time, which isn't a lot, and then I only read that much. That much is like together is a decent chunk, I will say. It's like around 20%, I think, so not bad, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying it so much. I just do kind of, I don't know, the bluntness of Henry makes it all the more better because it's like he wouldn't lie. So everything he says, you know he means, and that's just kind of special because in this day and age, I feel like everyone fucking lies. Good morning, guys. Do we like this new angle? I don't know if we like this new angle. But hello, good morning, how are you? It is Monday. Monday. It's okay though. How are we? How is everyone? It's the 3rd of February and that is crazy. Truly, because where the fuck has those 3 days gone? That was the quickest 3 days of my life. But anyways, Daydream. We haven't finished it. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I have. We have 100 pages left, people. We have 100 pages left. I'm really liking this book, but this wasn't giving me Hannah Grace vibes. If you know what I mean, then you might know what I mean. I don't want to spoil it, but am I like waiting for that a little bit? I'm confused because everyone says like they don't like her books because they're too spicy. And Icebreaker was like a lot from memory, but maybe I've just become a bit numb to it because it's in a lot of the books that I read, and so maybe I'm just like, oh, that's normal to say. What do you mean that's too much? But I don't think I am. Anyways, yeah, we've got 100 pages left and I was reading it last night and I think it's like 1 a.m. and I was like, I need to stop reading because I know I can't finish the book. I can't go to bed at 3 a.m. But I stopped reading at like 1 because I was like, well, I can't read until 3 because I have work. So also ignore my pimple, it's massive and it's making me sad. But I knew I didn't have time to finish the book because it was in the early hours of the morning. And nothing bad has happened yet. I'm like waiting for the shoe to drop and I'm scared. I am, they've really left it to the point where I'm like, oh my God. And if nothing happens now, I'm gonna be like, what the hell? What the hell? Do you even know how a story is written? What do you mean nothing goes wrong? Nothing goes wrong and nothing gets resolved? What do you mean? I have a feeling it's got to do something with her family and her ex, because why is he so prominent? You know? Why? I don't like him. He's annoying. I love these characters. I do love these characters. I feel like this story is less about the love and more about the love of the characters. I hope that makes sense. If you've read this, I hope that makes sense to you. And if you haven't, I hope that if you do read this book after hearing what I've said, you understand what I mean. But I don't feel like this is like, ooh, lovey-dovey, like, oh, they're so in love, they're having sex all the time. It's like the development of the characters from the start to the finish, even though I haven't got to the finish. And I'm really liking that. I'm really liking the relationship that they have with each other and the safe space that kind of creates for them both. And I'm hoping that obviously they continue to like develop, and I hope honestly that the issue that comes up, whatever that may be, is like because of their development and they deal with it. Maybe like they're a bit like into my shell, and then they're like, no, break free, and then they resolve it themselves, you know? Like, what are you about? What am I following here? The growth of 2 teenagers? That's fine. It just wasn't really what I was expecting. I just feel like so much happened in Icebreaker, I was just like, what is going on? What is going on? Like, I just was trying to keep up. And this one's just like, is anything really going on? Like, it's very peaceful, it's very calm, but that's giving them. Do you know what I mean? It's very peaceful, very calm. And like, although Henry can be a bit chaotic, and so can Hallie, to be fair, it just feels very calm. It doesn't feel very chaotic. Unless it's like internalized chaos. So like relate. But also what's the point of the book? I'm like struggling there. Every time it switches like from each chapter to the other's perspective, I'm still like, yeah, like let's see what Henry's feeling, or like, yes, let's see what Hallie's feeling after that. Like what's going on next? And I'm not like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like everything they've done, I'm like, get it. But I can't remember the chapter. I really can't remember the chapter. But I actually opened this book before. I don't remember when I opened this book, but I had serious deja vu that I had read it before. So I know I opened the book and I read that paragraph. And it was the most triggering paragraph to read, because it was the mum basically saying that like everything fucking relies on her. And I honestly wanted to rip my hair out and be like, I wanted to scream into the pages to get it through this mum's fucking head that she is a daughter. She is not your life manager. She is not your life coach. She is not your assistant, sweetie. She is your daughter. You are supposed to take care of her as your other children, hun. Okay? Don't put taking care of someone's science project, someone else's university fucking walkthroughs, someone else's issues, the fucking family... The family going away with other family holiday on your daughter, you weirdo. Like, get a grip. You shouldn't have had kids if you can't fucking manage it all. Like, stop it. And if you can't manage it all, rely on your fucking partner. What are you doing? Literally, what are you doing? Triggered. Hashtag I'm triggered, because what on earth? See, I wanted to scream into the pages. That was so infuriating. And I literally wanted to throw my book across the room. I hate that. I am to an extent a people pleaser. If I feel comfortable around you, I can say no. If I don't feel comfortable around you, I can't say no because I feel really bad about it. And the mum, although like she feels like even more pressure to say yes to the people that she loves and cares about, thankfully I don't feel that way. I feel more like Henry being like, no, I'm not fucking doing that for you. Like, why would I do that for you? Thank God. Honestly, because I wouldn't be able to function. I have so many spoons. I hate the spoons analogy because I don't really get the spoons analogy, but I don't know how to explain it. But she is doing so much for everyone else and she's doing barely anything for herself, and it's really infuriating. And like, I get it because I feel like I've been there in the past, like trying to do that, but it only fucks me up. Truly. I can't. Other people maybe can. Like if they're not neurodivergent, or they have enough time to do everything. I don't have the time to do anything. I don't have the resources. I don't have the mental capacity. I don't have the energy. And I also don't want to. Big factor, I don't want to. So let's hope the people that I'm not comfortable around don't ask me to do stuff. Chapter 34. Horrible, disgusting pig. I knew it. I'm not even done with the chapter. I just didn't want to have that thought and not share it with you. Pig. Horrible. Finish that chapter and I just don't even... I've got 5 chapters and an epilogue left. I'm getting mad. Internally, I'm getting a bit triggered. Because all of these people... I don't know why people feel entitled to your life and to your choices. Why? Does anyone know why? Because I don't know why. Get him, Bobby. Get him, Bobby. Can someone please hit him? I actually can't read this right now. I don't think I ever want to read this. That one's fucking disgusting. He's disgusting. And I need a break. because I don't want to read that. My eyes never want to see those words on a page in a text anywhere ever in my life. I can't tell if it looks like I've been crying, but I have been crying. But I can't tell if it's the lighting. No, don't think it's the lighting. Anyways, finished the book. Happy tears, sad tears, triggered, and loved it. Loved every second. This was not what I was expecting at all. I was expecting like a college story, which it is, but it is so different from Icebreaker. Like, if you didn't like Icebreaker, I'd still say give this one a chance. There was a lot less spice, and it felt a lot less like about a love story than it did about two people's journeys with their issues, like healing together. Felt quite moving, to be honest, but maybe that's because I feel quite biased when it comes to them, because I feel like I relate to them a lot. I felt so proud of them towards the end. I really related to like Henry and how he like dealt with being overwhelmed towards the end. I like felt so proud of Hallie with the ending and everything, and I couldn't not cry. It was just building up, and I just really loved it. I just really didn't expect it to be anything like this, literally whatsoever. I think I rated this a 4.5, and I'd say that's pretty true to rating. Like, I think honestly if there was a bit more spice maybe it would have been higher, but that's just me. That's just me. I don't know what I want to fucking read, to be honest. I think I'm going to read better than the movies, just because that's one of my my Fable book club reads. And it's on my Kindle, so it might be like fairly easy, I don't know. Hi people, we are not looking great. We aren't, but it's okay. It's 6 p.m. Better than the movies. I started this, I read the first chapter last night, and when I read the first chapter, it was the prologue, I'm usually like, oh yeah, it's chill, like this is nice, we've got like maybe 10 pages. No, okay, because tell me why the first chapter of this book was like 23 pages. I don't know if it's prologue or it's a chapter, I've forgotten now. 23 pages, okay, and it tells me 30 minutes left in the chapter. Do you want to know how long I've got left in this next chapter? Do you want to know how long I've got next? And I'm on chapter 6, by the way. And there's like 27 chapters, okay? I don't know if there's 27. I've just made that up completely. Maybe like 20. Chapter 6, okay? It says I've got an hour and 10 minutes left in the chapter. The chapter alone. The chapter alone. You can't pay me to read that. An hour and 8 minutes. Obviously I'm going to read it, but do you know what a chapter is, sweetie? Lynn, we need to have words. An hour and 10 minutes on one chapter alone? Please stop it. Stop it, and don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again. Why would you do that? I'm going to have to persevere, but oh my goodness. Apart from that, this is a YA. Do you want to know how I know it's a YA? Without having to check to see if it's a YA. Because this girl, and I don't think this is a spoiler, but please, like every time I worry I'm going to say something that's like a spoiler, but I don't think it is. I'm just holding my little crisp. She is obsessed with this guy that she reconnected with, okay? And she's like, I'm making a playlist for us. I'm going to make him fall in love with me. And I'm like, girl, how old are you supposed to be? Because maybe I was behaving this way when I was 14, 15. And even then, I probably was not, because I did not think that anyone was going to fall in love with me as much as I wanted it at sad times. But it was the truth. This man has not been in her life. This boy, I don't know how old they're supposed to be. 15, 16, 17, 18. Apparently she's got a tattoo. So I feel like she must be 17, 18, and they're doing prom. When do they do prom? Is that 18? Like, is that 17, 18? I don't know, but the way she's talking about this boy, it's like, do you hear yourself? I love the quotes, the romance movies, the rom-coms, everything, that she's listening to the soundtracks, going through her days. I love that. That is for me. The obsession over a boy that you haven't seen in years and years and years and years and years, saying that he's going to be the one, saying that like You're going to make a playlist for you two. That is giving stalker, and that is giving scary. I think I'm like 25 or 27% through the book right now. Like 100 pages or so in. I don't know what to tell you. It's part of the book club that I'm in, which is why I'm picking this one up. And I'm also, my friend got Fourth Wing, okay? My friend got Fourth Wing and she started reading it. And I don't want to read it alone. And I also, I want her to read it because I don't want to have no one to talk to about it. But then I'm also kind of like, maybe I should read it now while the iron's still hot, you know? How long have I been sitting here holding my crisp? I know I said that, and I've just been sitting here talking whilst I'm holding my crisp. Is it weird that I'm just sitting here holding my crisp? Is anyone distracted by the fact that I'm holding my crisp? But yes, I'm kind of like, maybe after this book I'll read Fourth Wing, but I'm scared. I think I'm too scared to do it, honestly. I did finish Better Than the Movies. I finished this in like a day. I didn't, but I don't know. I kind of class it as I did because I read one chapter the night before and then finished this yesterday. And then I didn't start Fourth Wing because I was like, I recruited my boyfriend and I said, which one do I start? Do I start Love Game that's on my physical like pile, or do I start Fourth Wing because my friend's also reading Fourth Wing right now and I just feel like I need emotional support to be able to talk to someone about it. Okay, bye.